All right, team, let's get right into it. Today, we're doing a deep dive on Fartcoin, but we're not here to talk about the headlines or the Twitter noise. No, we're going to peel back the layers and break down the campaign that's being run by the smart money and pinpoint exactly where our opportunity is. Welcome back to the Robert Stone Club. Right now there are two completely different stories playing out in the market. You've got the public, the weak hands, and they are seeing nothing but panic. All they see is a crashing price, total chaos. But for us, in here, we see something totally different. We see a methodical plan, we see accumulation, and that means we see one thing above all else: opportunity. So let's talk about this big illusion, because that's what it is. While everyone else is getting whipsawed by the noise, we're going to put on a different set of glasses. We're going to look at this chart through the eyes of the operator, the Composite Man, as Wyckoff called him. Think of this as all the smart money acting like one single brilliant trader. This isn't random, it's a campaign. So the public sees a 20% drop this week, and what do? They freak out, they smash that sell button. But what do we see? We see what's called stopping volume. It's a giant wall of buyers stepping in to halt the drop. We see the price hitting a critical support level and just refusing to go down. That tells us a very powerful force is quietly absorbing every single share that the panic sellers are dumping. Look, to win any fight, you've got to have a map of the battlefield. And that's exactly what this trading range is. It's a battlefield with very clear zones of conflict. And if we want to trade alongside the Composite Man, we have to know this map like the back of our hand. Okay, here it is. This is our map. Up top, you've got the creek. Think of that as enemy territory, heavy resistance around 35 cents. Then down here, and this is absolutely critical, you have the ice at 28 cents. That is our line in the sand, that's our defense. And below that, that's the spring zone, a trap where they love to engineer a final, brutal shakeout. Every single level has a purpose. Now, this is where it gets really juicy. We've uncovered a huge anomaly in the data, a massive clue that practically screams what's going on behind the curtain. This is classic Wyckoff 101, comparing the effort versus the result. Get this. Nearly $100 million. That's how much Fartcoin traded in just the last 24 hours. We're talking a 60% spike in volume. That's a massive amount of effort, a ton of money changing hands. So here's the $100 million question. With all that trading, all that effort, why did the price barely budge? I mean, it went basically nowhere. Why would someone put that much firepower into the market for absolutely zero result? Think about it. What does that tell you? And here's your answer. It's one word: absorption. All that massive selling pressure from the public wasn't crashing the price because it was being met by an equally massive wall of buying demand. Every single coin that was panic sold was being scooped up. The smart money is standing there with a giant bucket just catching everything. That, my friends, is what accumulation looks like. So it's one thing for me to tell you that smart money is buying, but we don't guess in this club. We don't operate on gut feelings. We follow the cold, hard data. And right now, the data is giving us undeniable proof. What's happening right now isn't just a bit of buying and selling. We are witnessing a massive structural transfer of ownership. This entire asset is moving from one type of market participant to another, right in front of our faces. And this chart just says it all. I mean, look at this. It couldn't be clearer. The very largest wallets, the mega whales, have increased their holdings by over 4%. And who do you think sold it to them? The smaller guys, the retail traders who got scared. They sold and the whales bought. This is the textbook definition of what's happening. Ownership is literally flowing from the fearful, emotional, weak hands into the pockets of the patient, strategic, strong hands. The public is practically giving away their assets at a discount to the professionals. Okay, so we've covered the what and the why. Now for the most important part: what do you do about it? Let's shift gears from analysis to an actionable game plan. Here is exactly how to prepare for the next move. Scenario 1. This is our highest probability play, sitting at about 55%. It's the straightforward path. We continue to hold support down at 28 cents, build up a cause, and then we get a powerful high-volume breakout above the creek at 35 cents. That breakout is our green light. Now, scenario 2. This is the classic dirty trick, the shakeout they call a spring. They'll engineer a sharp, terrifying nosedive below that 28-cent support level. Its only purpose is to trigger your stop losses and trap sellers. And then they'll violently reverse it right back up. It's an aggressive move, but if you're prepared for it, it is a golden buying opportunity. And finally, because we always manage risk, there's scenario 3. This is the bearish case. If we fail to get back up and instead break down below 28 cents on heavy, convincing volume and stay down, that's our signal that this was not accumulation and the trend is still down. So to keep things simple, I want you to burn 2 numbers into your brain. Your line of defense is 28 cents. That's the ice. Your line of offense, the one we need to breach to go higher, is 35 cents, the creek. Everything that happens next will revolve around these 2 levels. And I want to leave you with this final thought from Wyckoff. Right now, in this boring sideways chop that's putting everyone else to sleep, the cause is being built. All this volume, this transfer of ownership, it's like coiling a spring. The big move, the result, well, that's still to come. That's your analysis. The plan is clear, the levels are defined. Your job now is to be patient, stay disciplined, and join our Telegram for real-time signals. Let's make moves.